Hi, in this video, I will explain how to install and configure your SAP GUI after acquiring your access. Before we start, please make sure that the email registration you have used on your purchase is the correct one. If you have managed to complete your purchase, I assume that you have already got our email confirmation with the details you will need. So let's review it together. You're gonna have an email just like this one. This email has all your credentials, but also very important information. The first one, it's gonna be the download link for the Windows version of your SAP GUI. This is the first link from the email. We also have a Java version for the Mac users, where you're gonna get the download from this second link, but also a very important information for Mac users, something that you must do it. If you click in this link, you're gonna see a very quick step you're gonna have to take after the SAP GUI installation so you can use it in your Mac computer. And for last but not least, we have a SAP GUI configuration tutorial. This is just a video like this one you are watching, but you can always go back to this email, click in that link and review again the installation process if you needed to do it so. A bit further down in the email, you're going to find very important information about our terms and conditions and the policy of use of our system. The first one says, please try to make sure to not disturb the RFC connection. This is for all the configurations we have managing the connections between systems in the SAP. So try to do not change that. This will cause trouble for all the users within our system and for you as well. We also provide SAP all authorizations for the users in our system. So please try to not misuse this privilege here. Also, do not create users or edit users in our system. Your user ID will be automatically locked. And for last, the access is for one user to be used in one device only. Not respecting this process will impact on your user being locked and a fee of $10 to regain your access. So please make sure you read and understand this section in the email. If you go a bit further down in the email, you will see a table with all the credentials you will need after installing and configuring your SAP GUI. So first step we are going to take here is to download the SAP GUI from the first link. I'm going to use here the Windows version as an example. So you're going to have to click in this link. You're going to have a different window right now. A very, very important stage here. Please do not enter this folder via browser. You have to download this zipped file with the download button from your browser, and from there you're gonna have to extract it. So I'm gonna do here from my browser, download, download anyway in case you are prompted with this message, and you're gonna see here the download is starting. Great. Now that you have downloaded your SAP GUI Windows version, please go to the source folder for your download. So if you just click on the down arrow and show in folder, then the Windows is gonna take you to the folder you have downloaded this file. Do not execute anything inside this folder. This folder is not ready for installation. The first thing you're gonna have to do is to click with the right button and extract all. Extract button, and then you're gonna have to wait for the extraction process. If your file managed to be extracted up to the 100%, you're gonna see a new folder with exactly the same name. You just have to click twice in this folder, and then in the folder inside it, again, click it twice. You're gonna locate the folder with the name press1, then locate the folder GUI, click twice, then Windows folder, Win32 folder, and finally Setup all folder. Click twice there. The SAP GUI is gonna do a very quick configuration here at the beginning. Just wait for that until you are prompted with the beginning of the installation from your SAP GUI. Now that you can see the first screen of your SAP GUI installation, please click in the button Next. At this second stage, you have a very important thing to do here. Please make sure you check all the boxes from your SAP GUI installation. Don't leave even one of them without the checkbox. Here I am going to choose some of them here. Just one second. Selected, selected, until the last one. And of course, for those ones graded down here, you don't have to check. Even if you try, SAP will not let you to check these boxes, so you can leave them empty. The most important ones are these first boxes. Make sure you check all of them, and again, click in the next button down in your screen. At this third stage, the SAP GUI will just prompt you with the folder of installation. Please, we do not recommend you to change this folder. Now you have to click in the button Next again. Now you're going to be prompted with another very similar screen with, again, a folder for another component of the SAP GUI. Here you just have to click in the button Next again. Another component and the directory for it. So please click Next again. Great. Now you are starting to install your SAP GUI in your Windows operational system. You just have to wait for this installation to be completed, and of course this will depend on the performance of your device. So please have a little patience here and wait for the end of the process until this bar will reach 100%. We are now at the last stage of the SAP GUI installation. If you have managed to see your progress bar reaching 100%, well done. The SAP GUI is now installed in your computer. It's just a last step for you to access the system. You have to now to reboot your operational system. After restarting your operational system, you will see the SAP GUI logo in your desktop. If you do not locate this icon in your desktop, you always have the option to use your magnifier in the Windows and type SAP GUI, and the Windows will point to the icon you need to execute for the SAP GUI. So click twice in the icon in your desktop, wait for your SAP GUI to load. Here you're gonna have an empty board. What you're gonna have to do here in order to add your credentials, you're gonna have to click in New Item. Then you're gonna have to click in the button Next. Now you're gonna have to use the credentials we have sent to you in your email. So open your email again, scroll down, and you're gonna see that table I mentioned before with all the credentials you will need to configure your SAP GUI. First thing we are gonna need is the description. I am going to use the description from our domain www.sapexpert.net. You feel free to use any other description if you wish so. The second field we have to fill up is application server. So in your table, you're gonna insert the IP address we have sent to your email, but please remember, this will change depending on the access you have requested. So in this example, I am using the IP for our functional server. However, you might have to use a different IP depending on the access you have acquired. Please follow the table and credentials from your original email. So I'm gonna paste this IP here. I'm gonna search for the instance number in this table. That is gonna be the system number. So it's 00, and then system ID, which is gonna be, in this case, again, this can change, but in this case, EH7. And SAP router string, you leave empty just as we send it to you in this table, an empty field. Now you're going to click in the button next, and next again, and finally the finish button. You will notice that a new configuration is shown in your SAP GUI. That's what you have just configured, so well done for the first stage of your SAP configuration. What you're gonna have to do here now is to mainly click twice in this configuration you have made, and you're gonna be prompted with the SAP screen. Now you have to use the user and the password we have sent to you in the email. So here is gonna be my user example 01 and my password 123456778. You have now to press enter in your computer, and if your user ID and password are correct, you're gonna see the initial password screen. Here, the SAP is gonna give you the opportunity to choose a password that is gonna be easier for you to memorize. I'm gonna choose my one here. And you have to repeat it. So this password is the one you're gonna have to use from now on when accessing your SAP. Once you click in the green tick button, you're gonna be prompted with our initial message for our system, and finally, you're gonna have an access to your SAP initial screen. If you don't see your easy access menu from SAP, the only thing you have to do here is to press Ctrl F11. So again, Ctrl F11, and SAP is gonna show you the SAP menu, and you can now carry on your training and make a good use of our system. Please award us with a 5 stars review at the bottom of the product page you have purchased, and we thank you. Thank you very much. Enjoy your access.